Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 632. Before getting into this reading, chances are most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by hitting that subscribe button down below, sticking around, and ringing the notification bell next to that subscribe button so you don't miss an upload. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships. So if you do decide to subscribe and support my channel, thank you very much. I'm going to start this reading by interpreting the number 632. 32 could be a specifically significant number for someone. It could be an age, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like 23 could be significant as well. I also feel there's an energy of mirroring here. Someone is reflecting something back to you that you already are, or that you already have, or it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a company that reflects your values, or, that's a more specific example, but like I said, just an example. Or this could be about your inner world mirroring your exterior world or your external reality, the physical world. I also feel the energies of unconditional love, the devil, the energy of attachment. I feel, I just felt freedom, and then I heard liberty, and then la libertà, which means liberty in Italian. So I feel that your ancestors are guiding you to freedom. You might have a challenging decision to make, a frustrating decision, especially with the number 2, and your ancestors want you to make the choice that will help you feel more free. It's making me think of the devil energy. Maybe you're attached to a certain outcome, a certain person, a certain job. You are being faced with the opportunity to choose to keep investing in something or to let something go, and it feels like you're being guided to let go, which really confirms the ideas of healing, communication, expressing yourself honestly, growth, growing as a person. I feel like the choice that isn't freedom represents some sort of extreme, or it could be creating extremes in your life, extreme thoughts or feelings. Let's go ahead and draw out a card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to start looking into this. Well, before we do that, I got distracted by the Death card in reverse, which confirms here that you're holding on to something, but it needs to die. Your energy needs to be disconnected, which makes me think of the number 2 again. Your throat chakra could be significant. You're being encouraged, really encouraged, to express yourself honestly and authentically. You might not get the outcome that you want, but this is an opportunity to be honest and to put your energy, your ideas, your frustrations out there, out in the open. So I have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, which says lack of collaboration, load imbalance. Upright, it says collaboration and building. Another word in the reverse is separation. Bats could be a significant symbol or sign for someone. I'm not sure what they mean spiritually, but I just got a vision of someone looking something up. So I do encourage you to look it up, especially if you feel particularly called to look up the spiritual meaning of a bat. But it's very interesting. I have the 3 of Pentacles, especially because I got a vision of the number 33 before I started recording, because I thought I was going to be recording video 633. Maybe that reading for tomorrow will be significant for someone. I just saw 555, especially if you feel like you're going through some sort of change or transformation. I just got a vision of that death card in reverse again. But the vision of the 33 I got, I think it came through in a different reading. But I'm not sure. You might know what I'm talking about. You might not. But like I was saying, very interesting that it is the 3 of Pentacles. I kind of feel like 4 of Pentacles energy as well. But what really stood out to me on this card was load imbalance. I feel like there's something here to get the outcome you want, which won't even be guaranteed. Let's say, to try to push for the outcome that you want that isn't even guaranteed, you would have to put in more work and effort than is actually fair. You could be dealing with a legal situation and the legal entity, conducting a legal event. This is very vague. They might be biased. I feel that there is a losing battle here. So it's almost like while you're not going to, it's not guaranteed that you'll get the outcome that you want. Maybe for like 1 or 2 people watching this, you could get the outcome you want, but I would definitely be cautious when it comes to investing further. But there's something here that's not worth investing in because it takes more energy and effort than is worth it, especially if it's hard, it's unlikely for you to get the outcome that you want. And I am hearing an alarm right now. So this is something that the universe and your spirit guides are really, really trying to bring your attention to, especially your ancestors. They want you to let go and to invest in something or someone else, to channel this frustration, this injustice, into something that means a lot to you. I just got a vision of or not really a vision. I heard from a reading that I was watching, the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like the universe and your spirit guides want you to invest in something that you want to see grow. I'm kind of getting this analogy where it's like water plants that actually have the potential to grow. And it's almost like I'm seeing, like for a plant to grow, no matter how much you water it, it's always going to need sunlight. And the sun spiritually represents illumination, awakening, revealing the truth, honest conversations. And so something can't grow or work in your favor because there's a lack of honesty and a lack of integrity, which can definitely be very, very frustrating. I understand this energy all too well. I'm definitely going through something challenging myself with similar energies, if not the same. Whether it's a legal issue or not, the theme of justice does feel like it's coming through. And I just saw 1010, which means your spirit guides are near. Your spirit guides seem to be attracted to the idea of justice, or they're trying to communicate a message to you about justice. And I think that that is about seeking justice from within rather than outside of yourself. Your frustration can teach you something. Maybe it could teach you a lot. I am fixated on a star, on this thing that I have on the table. It's up here, you can't see it. But the star, well, first off, it's another source of light. But it also, like the star in tarot, represents a rebirth. I feel like there's an option here that can renew your energy, or at least help you feel more hopeful. I feel like the stress of investing in something that's not, or doesn't have a strong potential to work in your favor is just really working against you, and it can be very hard to hear that and make the situation even more frustrating. But I think the universe and your spirit guides, especially your ancestors, want you to know that this injustice is happening for a reason. This frustration within you is being created so that way you can invest it elsewhere where it will actually be received, or it can actually, grow into something. If that makes sense. Speak where you will be heard. Give where you will be received. And I just saw 1222, which is the universe telling you to just be yourself and to trust that it's going to pay off, even if it may not pay off in the way that you want. I'm going to wrap up this reading by drawing out to one card from this box of cards, which are cards that I made myself, if you didn't already know. This is very interesting. I have the Queen of Wands in reverse that says, I don't want to disappoint. There's a fear of disappointment. Let me get a drink of water. I feel like you are afraid of letting go of some sort of heavy burden because you've invested so much and you had these, certain expectations, and you're afraid of it not working out because you don't want to be disappointed. And I think it's important for you to analyze or look at why you're afraid to be disappointed. It's okay to feel disappointed. I think it's possible you could be afraid to be disappointed because you take that disappointment out on yourself and or your future. And I keep burping, which burps for me can be a sign that you need to release something, which is confirming that you need to release the fear of disappointment. Instead of being afraid of it and running away from it, embrace it, knowing that there is potential and wisdom in things not going the way that you wanted or maybe even expected. Be very kind to yourself at this time, because while you are being encouraged to embrace disappointment, that isn't a sign or a message to dwell in the disappointment. Allow yourself to feel it so you can process it, but don't stay attached to it, because, well, first off, you don't deserve to feel that way, like in a prolonged way. And another thing is it could, it could turn out to be one of many disappointments that just build up and, I want to say, like, explode in your face, but in a bad way. Don't bottle up how you feel. Which makes me think of the number 3 again. I think expressing yourself is very, very important right now. Whether it's expressing yourself to someone or something, even though things won't work out the way that you want, just being honest, very raw about how you feel, or journaling, or talking to a friend, or going to a website and talking to, I don't know, I use this website called 7 Cups, where people volunteer to listen to people. I recommend a verified listener if you do go to that website, because if they're not verified, sometimes, the experience can be more frustrating than it is helpful. But don't let this disappointment affect your confidence either, because the Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who is not confident. Because this disappointment, it doesn't reflect your actual potential, what you're worth, or what you deserve, or it doesn't represent the actual truth in this situation. Not always. Obviously, use your discernment. It's up to you to decide in your reality what is truth and what isn't. But, I mean, of course, there's an objective truth. At least I believe. But there are some situations where the truth is the truth, and the truth is not the truth, or what they say is the truth is not the truth, and it's disappointing either way. So again, I do feel that you're being called to analyze and reflect on this frustration deeply, to understand the depth of it, what it means, and what you can do with it in a way that works for you rather than against you. How can you take advantage of a disappointing situation that benefits you? It's almost like, I just felt something here about changing the script or changing the narrative, taking control of the narrative. It's like there's an experience here where more than one person is involved, but each account is different. And I just want you to know that your narrative does not have to be the same as an outside energy's narrative, especially if you know that the outside energy is not coming from a place of honesty or fairness. I just heard, or trust, which is interesting because trust was a huge theme in the reading that I uploaded yesterday, and I just saw the number 1818 that comes down to the number 99, and for me the number 99 comes down to 18 as well, and that's just another 9. So if you see 999, pay attention to that, because that could be a sign about your purpose or what you could do to help contribute to the collective greater good. I think that's why it's important for you to reflect on this frustration ultimately, to see how you can take advantage of it, not only to benefit yourself, but also to benefit those around you. So yeah, be open to embracing this disappointment, but don't beat yourself up over it. Be kind to yourself and allow yourself to heal from this situation so you can learn, grow, and have a much clearer way forward. Which I was about to end the reading, but I just saw the number 1911, and for me, that feels like it's a sign of a presence of a specific ancestor who's really trying to come through for you and comfort you throughout this disappointment and this healing. There's someone, a loved one, whether you knew them or not, from the other side who is trying to be by your side during this very challenging time, which is awesome to hear because that's a message for me too. And I do have a specific ancestor who is there, at least from what I know, specifically to comfort me in challenging times, because we all need a little comfort sometimes. And I'm getting a vision of this one time, an older woman that I kind of see as more of the grandmother that I never had, where she was, hugging me because I was really upset. So there could be a living ancestor as well who does want to be there for you and wants to support you. Don't forget about those people who do care about you and are fighting along with you for justice and truth, fairness, and honesty. I know it can be so annoying to hear sometimes, but never forget that you are not alone and that you're not the only person fighting this battle.